What is up, guys, and welcome back to a new video. Today I bring you my team of the season Serie A predictions. Now if you guys want to see more of these videos, please hit that like button. I'd really appreciate it. It lets me know how many of you want to see more of these predictions for different leagues such as the Premier League, League 1 and Bundesliga, and so on and so forth. So it would be pretty interesting to see how many of you would be interested in that. And also let me know in the comment section below who you think will be in the team of the season Serie A. So I would love to hear your predictions, and if you disagree with anything of my prediction, let me know in the comment section below as well. To begin this video, the reason I picked the Serie A league first is because it is personally it is my most watched league, so it will be much easier to predict who is going to be in it and who isn't. So that is the only reason I picked Serie A to begin with first. So first up we have Buffon. He has had a pretty decent season in my opinion. 28 games, 63 saves, and what is crazy is he's had 12 clean sheets, which is pretty insane. And as you guys know, he is one of the best goalkeepers in the world right now. Definitely deserves to be in the starting 11. Moving on to our next player, we have Campagnaro. He's had a really good season, not the best, but he's played 26 games for Napoli, and he has been a really good centre-back. He's really helped them defensively, and that's exactly what his job is. But out of all the centre-backs, not many were really good this season, but there was only a couple, but nothing world-class or anything like that. So our next defender is Barzagli. He's had one of the best seasons in my opinion this year. He's played 29 games for Juventus, and he's been just awesome for the club. He's much better than he's had a much better season than Bonucci and Chiellini in my opinion. Chiellini, I didn't even put him in team of the season. The reason is because he's been injured for the whole start of the season. Well, not the whole, but quite a lot of it. And he only recently came back, so there's not many highlights for Chiellini, and he hasn't played as much as these two, and they definitely deserve it more than him. Same thing can be said about Bonucci, about the same thing about Barzagli, so there's nothing much left to say about these two, but I think they'll definitely make it into the starting lineup. Moving on to our central defensive midfielder, we have Pirlo. He's played 26 games for the club, 5 goals and 5 assists, which is really good for his age. He hasn't lost his touch as of yet, but he has had a better season last year in my opinion. So Pirlo definitely should make it into the starting lineup. I don't even know why he wasn't even in team of the year. It was just stupid for him not to be in team of the year. But instead, FIFA picked the whole team of the year to be BBVA. I can't really, well, I don't know. I'm not even going to say anything about that because it would just start another argument. Moving on to our next central defensive midfielder, we have Vidal. He's played 24 games this season, 5 goals and 7 assists, which is really good for that position. He's a central defensive midfielder with 5 goals and 7 assists, and defensively he's been great. So that is pretty much it about Vidal. Moving on to our next player, which is the right winger, Rodrigo Palacio. He's been really good this season. He has been switching up between that position and striker sometimes to help Inter Milan, because Inter Milan is really struggling in my opinion. And Palacio has played 20 games, 12 goals and 4 assists, which is really good. But it was a flip of a coin between him and Lamela. So Lamela started off the season really well, but it did sort of go downhill. He hasn't been scoring lately, but other than that, Palacio I think will start instead of him. Our next player is a really successful young player. I hope he has a successful future. I really hope he has a successful future, because he's only 20 years old, and he was at one time at the start of the season the top Serie A goal scorer, which is insane for a 20-year-old. So El Shaarawy, I think he has a really bright future at AC Milan. If he decides to move, I don't know, but he's played 30 games, 16 goals and 4 assists for a player his age. That is insane. Those stats are insane for a top height, or for AC Milan, which was a really decent club, but they are definitely improving, and they are definitely coming back next season. Next up, we have Hamsik, this guy, I don't know, his non-inform doesn't do him justice in my opinion. The reason is, this guy is insane. The way he dribbles in real life is nothing compared to how low his stats are in FIFA. So definitely watch out for this guy next season. He's had a pretty decent season. He's had 31. He played 31 games, 9 goals and 13 assists, which is really great. So I definitely think he'll make the starting lineup. So our next player is Cavani. He is another Napoli player. He has had a really great season. I think he's currently the top Serie A goal scorer. He's played 27 games, 22 goals, and has had 3 assists, which is really great. Sometimes I think he's a bit selfish, but that is my opinion about him. There's a lot of clubs that are interested in getting him, but I don't think Napoli is interested in, selling him out to another club anytime soon. So Cavani is there to stay. Next up, we have one of the oldest players I've seen that has maintained that sort of pace. He's 35 years old, Antonio Di Natale. Oh my goodness, this guy's played 25 games for Udinese, 17 goals and 3 assists, but he's had, look at that pace. What? Let me know in the comment section below if any football player that is professional is 35 years old and has maintained that sort of pace. He's had a decent season. Obviously, I think last season and the season before that he's had a better season, but this guy is getting old, but he's still scoring the goals, so he's getting the job done for Udinese. Next up, we are moving on to our subs. We have Handanovic. He's played 28 games, 88 saves for Inter Milan, and 7 clean sheets, which is quite good. I think Inter Milan, this was the only signing they made which was actually good, but as you guys know, the club itself hasn't been, up to par with the other clubs in Serie A, and I really hope they improve next year. Our next player, we have Totti, the really violent player. He's had a pretty great season actually. He's played 28 games for Roma, 12 goals and 10 assists. He sometimes switches to a left winger, but normally plays in the central role as centre forward or a striker. Great player in my opinion. He's becoming old but still scoring the goals and still getting the job done. That is how it has to be. Next up, we have Lamela. Like I said, between him and Palacio was a flip of a coin. He's played 26 games, 13 goals and 2 assists, while Palacio he's played 20 games, 12 goals and 4 assists. So the stats are really comparable. They're pretty much the same. So he's definitely going to be in the either in the starting lineup or in the subs. So you could definitely expect Lamela to make it. Next up, we have Jovetic. A lot of clubs are interested in him in the summer. I'm not sure if Fiorentina are going to be selling him. He's had 26 games, 12 goals and 4 assists, which is really good. So it will be interesting to see if he remains at Fiorentina or not. Moving on to our last player here, we have Antonio Cassano. I know this might be a surprise to a lot of you, but he has had a decent season, even with his problems with fitness and stuff. He's played 23 games, 7 goals and 9 assists. And to be honest with you guys, that is really good, a really good ratio compared to how many games he's played. Only 23 games. So Antonio Cassano, I think I'm around 85% he'll make it into team of the season. Now here is the final team of the season. Here we go. These are who I think will make it. This is my prediction. So let me know your prediction in the comment section below. It would really be a great read. And let me know what league you want me to predict next, because and if you enjoyed this video, please like it up, and it will be a good time to buy your coins, because around team of season time it will be pretty insane and everyone will be sold out. But let me know your opinion again, please, and if you enjoyed this video, like it up, and as usual guys, I'd really appreciate you let me know what league you want me to predict next. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as usual guys, I really hope you have a very nice day.